Hello everyone, my name is Roya and today I will talk to you about my favorite unfinished series. In no particular order, here they are. Throne of Glass series. For anyone who hasn't read it, this is about an assassin who ended up being imprisoned and sent to a death camp, but she actually survived there for a year, and now she is trying to do all kinds of cool stuff. So the first 4 books in this series are out, and I have read the first 2, but I have the second 2, and I'm going to read them when I go on tour. Yay. Next is The Noble Dead Saga by Barb and J.C. Hendy, and this book is about a vampire hunter who actually, she's not really a vampire hunter at the beginning. She is a half human, half vampire person who like pretends to be a vampire hunter to scam villagers, and her half-elf companion and his dog help her do that, basically. But then at the beginning of the first book, they decide to actually stop doing that and just actually set down roots somewhere, and then they end up running into some vampires for real. And it all goes downhill from there. And it is a fantastic series. It probably will never end. They come up with a new book like every year, and it's been going for forever. I've lost track of how many books there actually are now, but I've read like most of them. Next is the Mistborn Witches series by Barb Hendy, and she is one of the authors of the Noble Dead Saga, and this series is about 2 sisters with psychic abilities or future and past seeing abilities who aid the prince in charge of their province with a lot of things. There are only 3 so far. I don't know how many there are going to be, but my guess is a lot. Next is The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury. And I do not have an editing program on this computer that can actually superimpose fabulous looking pictures of book covers. I can hold up my phone. So this is the cover. It is the prettiest cover in the whole wide world, the prettiest cover I've ever seen in my life, and it really makes me jealous. I feel like I've failed as an artist when I look at it because like the demonstration of color theory and everything is amazing. But anyway, the book is about a girl named Twyla who does not want to follow in her mother's footsteps and be the next Sin Eater. So instead, she goes to the palace and becomes basically the incarnation of one of their gods. And so she has to execute people by constantly taking a poison. And she's the only one who's immune to it. And anyone she touches dies. So she becomes the executioner for anyone who the queen tells her to kill. It is a really awesome series. I seriously can't wait for the second one, which, by the way, is called The Sleeping Prince and looks like this, with another girl inside a bottle, and it comes out in April. Next is A Song of Ice and Fire, and I do actually have a Game of Thrones, but I'm lending it to a friend at the moment, so here you go with the phone. But this series is absolutely brilliant. I seriously wish I could like wipe my mind of it so that I could read it for the first time again. Next is Queen of the Tearling. And this is a series about a new queen who is dealing with a lot of crap from the immortal queen of the neighboring kingdom. And this series is just full of mystery and full of questions, and I seriously could not put either of the books down that are in this series so far. I do believe that's going to be a trilogy, but so far just the first 2 books are out, and the second one only just came out a couple months ago, and that series is awesome. Seriously, go read it. And finally, we have The Winner's Curse, and this is another series that has 2 books in the series, the second of which is still fairly new. That series is so full of political intrigue. It's the only fantasy series I can think of that is completely devoid of anything magical, and it doesn't need it. World building in that series is really something else. Like, they even give us a whole series of board games and card games that and explain how they're played and everything in that world. It's fantastic. Those are unfinished series that are my favorites. There are actually a couple more, but I didn't want to make this super long. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will have another video pretty soon. Bye!